What's going on, you guys and gals from the MTG community? This video is for people that are horrible at draft and do not have a clue where to start when picking cards. And I'm here to help you guys out. This is a technique that was used throughout Magic's history, but it just wasn't really talked about as much because it was before the internet times and no one really knew what are you supposed to go for when drafting. But a select few of great Magic players came together and created an acronym that we know today as B.R.E.A.D. B-R-E-A-D. And what is B.R.E.A.D? What is this doughy thing that we use for Magic? It is an acronym for the best way to draft. And if you remember B.R.E.A.D, you will have a way better time at picking cards and knowing when to pick cards and knowing what cards to pick. So let's get right into it. Start with B for bombs. So B is for any card that can change the board state, can affect the area, can do a massive move right when it comes into play, and pretty much give you an advantage automatically. So those are bombs for B. Very important, probably the best thing to have in a draft is a bomb, but make sure it's not too strong, or like not too strong. I mean, too many lands or cost too much, because that could be hard to get out. Then we go to R, which is simple enough. It's removal. And with removal, you can get around a lot of things. You can take out a lot of creatures, take out enchantments, take out artifacts. Removal allows you to create the board state and make it the way you want and protect your creatures. Either a counterspell type removal for countering their spells, or removing a creature, or like I said, all the other type of permanents on the field. Very important. Number 2 is always removal. Number 3, E. What is E? What could you use E for? Evasion. And you think to yourself, what do you mean evasion? I mean flying. I mean, there are other evasions, like there are other ways, like unblockables and like island walk, but the number one thing is flying. So you can go over the defenders. You can literally win every game of draft with just an all-flying deck. And I get annoyed by it, but it works most of the time. So remember E for evasion. Then we have A, which is very important for certain players. And I'm a big fan of A, but it doesn't always work out for me, but I have won many drafts with it. A is for aggro. And A allows you to come at them quick. Maybe the start of your hand, you have a couple 1-drops that have haste, and you go in there and ping them real quick. You already have an advantage, and you're taking over the board right from the get-go. So A as aggro is very, very important too. The last one, the D, not very important, but you can make it work to your advantage, and it's duds. And you'd be like, what is a dud? Well, a dud is a card that you can't really use, might cost too much, might not have an ability that's good with your deck. But the way I like to look at it, I think duds are like taking cards away from your other players in the draft. So if you have your cards you like and you have most of them, and you have a couple cards coming around, and you have an idea of what they're playing, maybe you can take a red from them or a green from them, because you're like, this is a dud, but maybe they could use it because it's their color and it synchronizes with their deck. So duds is the last one. And if you can remember all 5 of those things when drafting, you will have a way better time of it. I mean, you could still go the wrong route with color, depending on meta, but the B-R-E-A-D, bombs, removal, evasion, aggro, and duds, they make it a lot easier when you're out there. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you want more content, please come back and like and subscribe. But I'd also don't leave quite yet. Once we get 500 subs, 1 to 4 lucky subscribers will get a pack of Collector Masters, not open yet. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this stuff, please come on by, and we'll have a good conversation about draft. And if you guys know any other tips about draft, please let me know, because it's like the most fun part about Magic. I still play to this day on the arena, and I'm excited to go to the store and play Lord of the Rings draft. So yeah, come on by, and don't forget to like and subscribe.